Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Polo, and today we're checking out a supporter request. This is Tom Macdonald, Sheeple. Now, I'm familiar with the term Sheeple. I used to use it a lot back in my more combative days, when I was arguing with people on the internet. But now I try to protect my peace, and I don't really get into it. But for those of you who do not know, Sheeple is a play on the word sheep and people, saying that people are pretty easily led and that they don't think for themselves. All right. Which I think there is a large percentage of people that are like that in this country, that are not independent thinkers. Okay. That do not think for themselves. And I think we all are a little guilty of it. We've all fell for some type of propaganda one way or another. So this will be interesting where Tom Macdonald is going with this, but I pretty much think I can figure it out based off the other videos that I've reacted to of his. Before we get into it, if you like Tom Macdonald reactions, please be sure to let me know that by liking the video, subscribe to the channel. By liking the video, that lets me know that you want me to check out more from him. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's go.
Humans been controlled since the day that they were civilized. The truth has been so heavily politicized. If you don't know who's controlling you and killing all the little guys, find out who you're not allowed to criticize.
If you don't know who's controlling you, find out who you're not able to talk about. That's a bar. Starting off already.
Folks who were never ever actual slaves, fighting with white folks who ain't actual Nazis, controlled by rich folks who use the news to make hate, while elite folks control other political parties.
Oh my God. This guy doesn't waste any time going in early in the verse. So we're talking about slavery. All right. Not that slavery's funny. I'm just saying that he starts it off in like the first few bars. All right. And he's basically saying there were black and white people that were fighting to end slavery, which is why I don't quite understand why there are so many groups out here that are pro-black groups that are anti-white. Like when Black Lives Matter was going on, you had people just screaming in the face of anybody white. OK, and it was just so divisive. I never got that. And there's so many people on YouTube, these leaders, these black leaders that profit and get rich off of creating this narrative that white people are evil and all this other stuff. And I'm like, come on, man, we wouldn't have gotten to where we are today without the assistance of both parties. OK, so I like where he's going here, and I like that he's brave enough to say it. This will be cringe for a lot of people to watch, because some people don't even like to hear white people talk about slavery in general. All right, so let's keep it going.
Big lie, trying to make you pick sides, trying to make you burn the cities down and kill each other. They got sick minds. Big lies, deep on the police so that there's big crime. To take away our freedom, to restore order, they let die. Play with people, turn men into women, make the counterculture mainstream to mix up the system. Change the pronouns. If gender is a spectrum, so is privilege. I know poor white folks and black celebrities with millions.
All right, and I see he's got the iRobot. Was it I think that's iRobot with Will Smith theme going on in this movie. It looks pretty dope. As far as the sound is coming, this is like classic Tom Macdonald. As far as the tracks that I've heard from him, he definitely has like a theme with his music. Even his rhyme scheme, this is like his classic rhyme scheme he's using. Let's see what the chorus is sounding like when we get to it.
They starve you with a lack of information and only give you facts through a branded corporation. Distort your worldview with an algorithm that changes based on propaganda curated for your engagement. We can't be free, can't have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. Glued to screens, just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? Oh, my sheep. Nothing's what it seems.
All right, now I have a love-hate relationship with Tom Macdonald's choruses. For my particular taste, I think that they can be sterile. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't take a lot of risk with his chorus. He doesn't really go off and venture off to a different type of chorus. And yes, they are catchy by the end of the song. Usually it's playing in my head, and I'll be saying y'all are Sheeple. All right, but that's my one critique about it. But so far, everything he's spitting, I haven't disagreed with anything yet, so let's keep it going.
Hollywood been rotting your brain, controlling your mouth. You say lit, fleek, bet, cap, they trying to dumb you down.
Bars. Every time a rapper comes out with a popular phrase, all right, then everybody's saying it. Lit, period, all the same thing. Like it lets you know how easily controlled some people are, and they don't even know it, you know. So you hear all the young people say period after it drives me crazy. And then someone will say lit, fleek, and of course, even I've been a victim of it. I mean, I just said bars. Okay, how many people says that? So we all do it, but I try to reduce the amount that I am controlled by what I see, you know, and try to always check myself to see if I'm an independent thinker or if I'm following. Let's keep it going.
Been writing your brain, controlling your mouth. You say lit, fleek, bet, cap. They trying to dumb you down. They endorse whatever narrative is popular to shout and use minorities in movies for diversity clout. Two sides.
Yes, it's ruining Hollywood. I'll be hitting this damn button all day. The movies are getting worse. The more this feminist movement is being pushed on all the, I think Tom Cruise might be the last action hero we have from my era, right? Because everything is just getting watered down now. So I agree. This woke movement is ridiculous.
Whatever narrative is popular to shout and use minorities in movies for diversity clout. Two sides on the spectrum, but ain't none of them honest. Took the red pill and the blue pill, spit them both in the garbage. Being woke used to mean you understood you're a target, and now it's having two good legs and never taking a step forward. If you agree, it's free speech. Disagree, it's hate speech. Erase it if it came from anywhere except the mainstream.
I like that flip. What he did with that verse there.
It's free speech. Disagree, it's hate speech. Erase it if it came from anywhere except the mainstream. Trump
nice.
Supporters labeled as the racist, but that can't be. Lincoln was Republican, and that's who ended slavery.
A lot of people don't know that most black people used to be Republican. We started off Republican. I don't know where it switched, and now they don't even have to work for the black vote. You know, Biden said, "You ain't black if you don't vote for me." Come on, man. They don't even have to work for the vote. It's ridiculous. Don't get me started. I don't even like talking politics on YouTube, but you guys are asking me to react to Tom Macdonald, and he's very political.
Labeled as the racist, but that can't be. Lincoln was Republican, and that's who ended slavery. Science been politicized, it's easy to see. A mask became a symbol of which side you believe. But you'll never cure a sickness till you cure the greed, because the problem with our natural immunity is it's free.
The problem with our natural immunity is that it's free. I won't go there because I like my YouTube channel and I don't have any money like Tom Macdonald does where he can do this. But let's just say I agree there. Okay. Natural immunity for most.
Society is broken, want you locked inside a cubicle. Addicted to pornography, liquor, and pharmaceuticals. Tell you that you're fat and poor and you were never beautiful. Then tweet how much they love you when they hear about your funeral. We can't be free. Can't have no.
And tweet how much they love you when they hear about your funeral. And then the next story comes out and you're forgotten.
Broken, want you locked inside a cubicle. Addicted to pornography, liquor, and pharmaceuticals. Tell you that you're fat and poor and you were never beautiful. Then tweet how much they love you when they hear about your funeral. We can't be free. Can't have no peace till we're on the same team. But y'all are sheep. Blue to screens, just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep.
See what I mean? By the middle of the song, you're starting to catch on to the chorus, and it becomes a little bit catchy. All right.
What do y'all believe? Nothing's what it seems. If they can't convince you, they confuse you. They want you dumb or dead. They divided you by race, religion, income, and sex. Made everybody right and left. The hatred got so intense. If the other side likes oxygen, you'll put a bag on your head. And the conspiracy.
Oh, I like that. Bars there. He said, let me hear the bar again before I repeat it. But it was funny.
If they can't convince you, they confuse you. They want you dumb or dead. They divided you by race, religion, income, and sex.
That's facts. See, I just did it. Facts.
Buddy, right and left, the hatred got so intense. If the other side likes oxygen, you'll put a bag on your head. And
if the other side likes oxygen, you'll put a bag over your heads. And that's kind of how I feel about the feminist movement. You know, like feminism was necessary because women did not have equal rights. But now I think that the scale is starting to tip past, that we're starting to overcorrect to the point where they're putting every woman in the middle of an action movie. Okay, some of my favorite movies, like on the new Jurassic Park movie. Okay, there's this scene on the newest Jurassic Park movie, which was trash. I walked out of it, where the woman lifts Chris Pratt out of the water in one hand and yanks him out of the water. When I pull my 6-year-old son out of the water, I don't yank him out that damn easy, okay? And you mean to tell me that she can pull him out like that? I said, come on, man. Now you just asking me to turn off my brain, all right? You are ruining the movie with Jurassic Park, in my opinion, was horrible. I'd rather watch the first few 3 times before I watched that whole movie. I never finished it. I think even everybody I was with walked out with it. It wasn't good, but maybe I'm a movie snob. I don't know, but that's a tangent. Let's go. But yeah, it's ruining film, in my opinion. This whole and comedians and everything else. Everybody's getting canceled.
Conspiracy theories labeled as misinformation is just a terrifying truth that scares the hell out the nation. The system treating you like trash and you got rifles to aim with. Just imagine how they'll treat you when your guns get confiscated. George Orwell, 1984 was his last lecture. George called them thought police. Now we call them fact checkers.
Ooh, I like this rhyme scheme he's using here, though. He's flipping it.
1984 was his last lecture. George called them thought police. Now we call them fact checkers. Government surveillance trying to catch you. They don't ask questions. Mass incarceration equals capital for cash investors.
What does that eye in the back represent? Is that like the eye in the sky, but it looks like a dragon eye or something like that? I'm trying to figure that out while I was watching this.
Orwell, 1984 was his last lecture. George called them thought police. Now we call them fact checkers. Government surveillance trying to catch you. They don't ask questions. Mass incarceration equals capital for cash investors.
Yes, modern day slavery with the prison system we have in the United States. I can't talk today. Let's keep it going.
The system isn't broke, it's working fine. Oppressive and chaotic is how it was designed. They say if we ain't doing nothing wrong, there's nothing to hide. While their agenda and intelligence completely classified. They don't teach you rights in school, you never learn them at all. Cause they're easy to remove if you don't know what they are. The only people you can rule are the criminal ones. So they force you into corners till you're breaking the law. We can't be free, can't have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. Lucas screams just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep.
God damn it. By the end of the movie, end of the show, I like the chorus. It's like, y'all are sheep. It's catchy. It's catchy.
What do y'all believe? My sheep. Nothing's what it seems.
One thing about Tom is that he is going to draw a line in the sand and he's going to let you know exactly where he's coming from, and he's not going to mix his words. I like that about him. I like people like that. All right. Now, this was another banger in my opinion. I think it was a good track. It's not one of my favorites from Tom Macdonald as far as musically, but the message in it was dope. I think this is like, in my opinion, on average for him. You know, I forget what my favorite track from him is, but overall, I think that it's a good song. Guys, if you like this type of content, please be sure to support the channel by liking the video, or you can also click the link in the description. All my support links are below, including my Patreon. There's content on there that is not on my YouTube channel. Hope you guys have a great day. Peace.